Well, hello and welcome everyone once again to the Path of Two. I'm your friendly neighbor, Hard Dungeon Master Peter. Today with me I have Iris and the rest of my group, except for me. They're going to be joining a little bit later. We're going to just do a quick Iris moment, and then we'll get to the rest of the group. This will be in a different part. This might be its own solo section in the video. So still, check this out if you want to see what Iris had to deal with while the group was having to deal with Mai in a jail cell. This is all new information to Iris, so we're gonna have some fun. So, like I was telling you earlier, as you were going into Greenest, you did see a lot of tieflings that you met in your life before, which kind of took you by surprise, and that is what Greenest looks like. I know everyone at home, you can just look at the Horde of the Dragon Queen, Greenest. I'm using that. Um, and as you're walking around, just kind of trying to figure out what you want, just kind of like baffled on what's going on right now. You hear someone that you haven't heard their voice in a very long time, like about 20 feet away from you, and a much deeper voice than I can possibly do. Well, hello, Wildfire. You haven't heard that name in God knows how long. You know who, like, there's only two people in your life who calls you that,
Yeah.
and one of them's dead. So as you turn around, you actually do see Typhon's cousin. Roll or cure. I'll go ahead and copy and paste a name for you. Let's just call him Roll, because I can't pronounce it.
How do you spell it?
I'm just gonna message you on Facebook.
Okay.
There you go. Yay! Random name generator for the win.
Okay.
Dungeon Master can't pronounce things. He has his players do it. May I is usually our English person who kind of just
A pronunciation Nazi.
He usually is the one who does it, but you see him. He's in much finer attire than he's normally wears, as in a lot of upgraded. No armor though, but his clothes are pretty well durable. You can just tell by glancing at him. He is sporting his traditional great axe because he is a barbarian.
Oh, that's right.
But the great axe is made from a special type of stone. It's one of the things Typhon gave out to everyone in the squad as their own personal weapon, earrings, or something to like congratulate us being a squad. And I'll use a lot of us as in I'm being Typhon.
Yeah.
But you also see him kind of just, he stands at a whopping 6'4", weighing, like, this is just like the peer.
My character was like 5'6", so he like towers over her.
He towers over most tieflings. Like, he's known for his height and strength, and he swears to God that he doesn't have any Goliath blood in him, or any giant at all. But everyone just like, there's no way him and Typhon can be cousins. But he will turn again. He will say, "Well, hello, Wildfire."
I'll turn around and be like, hello? Haven't heard that name in a while. Haven't seen you in a while.
It's been quite some time. You've grown up since the last time I saw you.
Yeah, it's been what? 7, 8 years?
Around there.
So, yeah. Things have definitely changed. Things have definitely happened since we last saw each other.
As you say that, he looks around, expecting someone to be with you. But then after like a quick moment too, he goes, "Where's Typhon? He sent us a letter to meet him here."
So he and I joined a group that was already traveling together.
Furbo.
Yeah, Furbo.
Yeah, he sent us that in his letter.
Oh, okay, cool. So he kind of caught you up to speed. But in our most recent travels, we went into a cave area and we're about to collect something that we were supposed to get. And he ended up kind of protecting everyone and taking a really massive hit so we could all run away. And as far as we know, Typhon is gone.
Well, shit. I never thought that Unlucky would actually catch up with him.
I mean, he did get almost poisoned by cinnamon once. So yeah,
Who gives him cinnamon?
people who don't know him. Yeah.
As much as I would love to mourn him right now, unfortunately, we got bigger issues, and you're requested at a meeting. Since Typhon's not here, you will be his representative, which promotes you in rank. So, as far as the Dragon Slayers are concerned, you are now captain of your squad.
Interesting information. Okay.
You've been out for quite some time, and
Yeah.
Typhon had a lot of things he couldn't release to anyone, especially if you're not at his rank or above.
Right.
But follow me. We got a lengthy meeting to go through.
Yay! Let's
And
go to this meeting.
I hope you don't mind a goblin. Perfect. So you guys will walk through the town a bit. Again, you're separated from your party completely. You don't even know what's going on with them.
No.
At this point,
Peace out, guys.
you get to this very so pretty much not Typhon. Roll will bring you to the keep, which I do believe is up here. In the keep, out in the courtyard of it, sits a couple of people. What looks like some nobles, some merchants, a nice long round table, and a couple of seats. The nobles and merchants are off to the side, while key players are here. You will have a seat for Roll. You will also have a seat for the mayor, which he shows up relatively before you guys.
Right.
You will also have a seat for yourself. You'll have the seat for a the celestial race. Azamar. There is a seat for an Azamar who is actually there with two bodyguards behind her. One is of a full orc with a barbarian-looking shape, and another one is a cloaked figure, but you can see his skin is very blue. So you have her, you have a seat for Roll, you have a seat for the mayor. Once you sit down in your seat, so there will be a total of 5 of you guys. The one who is kind of would be at the head seat of a round table, which I know is a weird thing to say.
Right.
But you could just kind of tell that this person's ahead. You to see a small little hand guiding a bell on the top of the table, and then his hand drops, and the hand waits, and the hand rings his own bell, and out come with a nice little top hat and monocle comes Zongus. Hello, everyone. Look, oh, hello, Iris. I got a monocle and a hat.
You look so fancy today.
Well, thank you. It was a very important meeting. So there's my investment. And everyone else just looks very confused on what's going on. And why is the goblin wearing a top hat and a monocle? But
right.
He will soon just take it off and then put it down. He goes, well, hello, everyone. For those of you who don't know, my name is Zongus. That's about it. I have gathered you folks here mainly because we have a bigger threat on our hands. The Dragon Slayers from across the sea have graciously accepted our help for this cult. We also have a very wise, intelligent Azamar whose beauty knows no bounds, but she has the resting bitch face. And Sanga says that out loud. and she just kind of like shrugs and admits it. We also have the Mayor of Greenest, who was the recent Morris attack to the Dragon Horde, as well as the current one who is leading the Dragon Slayers role. And we have Iris, who is currently the captain, because I'm assuming Typhon met a very sad demise, but we'll mourn his loss later. So, what can you bring us this information that you've known so far, Iris? And would you, at the very end of it, can you please tell me where Eugene is?
Well, to start off, you're in.
Hold on, I had a pizza in the oven. Let me go get it. Zongos will hop off and then just walk away.
Don't forget the hot.
Don't worry, he can. Zongos will say, "I can still hear you, so you can definitely tell me what's going on."
Okay. So to update you, especially on Eugene, he is with Core, and is safe. So that's a good thing. He's been traveling with us. We've been taking good care of him. And yes, I am here in place of Typhon. He did sacrifice himself to make sure that everyone else survived in one of our recent skirmishes. But actually, where he died was in a cave. Just kind of it's near Greenest, and was actually part of the dragon cult that we had faced earlier. I believe Typhon fell fighting their leader, who was probably bent on killing us, and probably also has at least one of the masks that we were looking for. As well as other tieflings.
Are you able to tell us their forces? Can you gauge their strength?
We took out a fair amount of them, whether it be when we were on the road trying to get to Greenest, or we were successful in fending off some of their like absolute frontline people to like that guarded the mouth of the cave. However, I I know there's still probably a decent amount of them that are deeper within the cave. We didn't get that deep, unfortunately, but we did take out a significant amount of them. But I just don't know what the percentage would be.
Which is good. So Zelnas will say very good. And as he says that, you can tell like all the nobles and merchants are like writing down what you say, mapping the key points that you listed. Zongas will go, well, we know the fact that they at least have the red mask. Their leader actually has it. Red.
Oh.
They have the red mask. Unfortunately, we have yet to be able to locate him, or where their main bases are. We do have, hopefully in a day, we will have one of our scouts come back from a rescue mission. We send another adventure party after, and if they come back, we will gather even more information. And hopefully during that time, we'll be able to adjust their 5 Dragonborn avatars. You've already fought 2 of them. You fought the white one and the blue one. Because my scout told me the black one has left. The red one, unfortunately, doesn't even exist. Which is odd, but we're not going to keep that to any weight. And the green one is unknown. We don't know, unfortunately, their locations. One of the locations we do know is the last of the blue Langarissa Clan Wrath, I believe the name is. I'll go ahead and copy and paste that to you. And if I change the name, that's what it officially is.
I'm literally right now.
So we were told, or hopefully from what our scouts have come up with, and even our forces, he is the one who led the attack on Greenus, and he is the one leading the retreat. But from what it looks like is they might be staying around for a bit longer to hit the other towns. They might try to make this area of Greenest, not just a town, the location, a base, a land of their operations. Since we have 3 towns south of us, if they control those towns, they will have 3 towns to port troops and supplies into. And which, unfortunately, I can't do much because I have to deal with the things going on in Tolis at the current moment. But this lovely lady over here, this beautiful and talented Azamar, will kindly tell us about her adventures with the Dragon Cult. As she points to it, she stands up and she's eyeballing you so hard, but she's giving you the most disrespecting look ever. One of her orc companion go, well, I'll step in. You're not much of the talking. Hello, everyone. My name is Grogdor, the Brave. Hey. We're not even near this place at all. We are from a very far away island, or even continent at this point. But we've actually met some people who have traveled here. We met Typhon a couple years ago, and we actually know Mai. And we heard Mai was with Typhon, and just getting a request from Typhon, we have decided to help join. We can't do much as of right now, solely for the fact that we need more information before we act. But our goal is to go to one of the towns and defend/liberate if needed. Well, we have a strange feeling that we're going to need to do some help here first. That being said, we'll pass it on over to Roll. Roll will stand up. And the orc rivals height-wise of Roll. Most orcs will. And the shift that the Azamar is doing is just going between you and Roll. Just the most dirty, look ever. Roll will go, we are from the Dragon Slayers, which is what will be called in common. We are an organization that helps stop dragon cults from rising and keeping them at a bare minimum. Unfortunately, they were quiet for quite some time, but they have recently decided to do a surprise attack. These forces are the only ones we're able to spare due to Typhon's reputation back home and what he's done for us. We're able to spare this much manpower. I can't really see what Yesley's doing, but I know she's up to no good.
I'm sorry, she's showing me doggos.
We're here to help the best we can, but our first priority is to make sure that Greenest is well defended. We will prioritize Greenest above anything else because right now Greenest is the only closest town to the sea where we can transport goods as well. I will be spending most of my time in between Greenest and the sea because there's word of cult ships disguising as merchant ships sailing over here. So we will do our best to stop that front. The mayor, who actually has a name, so I won't actually just keep calling him mayor.
Well, he's mayor something.
He's mayor something. I gotta go to previous chapter.
Fucking Zongus shows up as the fucking head of this thing, and we thought he was just a damn merchant.
Tar Ball. So Tarb.
Wait, what?
Okay, so the mayor's name is Tarbaw. Night Hill.
That was a K.
No,
Okay.
just Night Hill. But he would just go as Night Hill.
Okay.
Because Tabar. It's gonna be weird for me to keep saying. So Night. I will pull up. I'll just go ahead and switch this over here so you can see what he looks like. Because I don't think you were here at this moment.
Oh, okay, that guy.
Yeah.
Okay, I saw you post the picture in the Discord.
Cool.
And I was very confused, and I was like, "Who is this? I don't know."
Night Hill will stand up and kind of pat his robes and everything. I am gracious for each and every one of you for helping. As you may know, we don't have much payment to pay you for, but as Zonga says, we do have a person of knowledge who will be most forthcoming with his information once the rescue party will come back and we can start planning on hitting the caravans. If we do have outposts or if we do take cities, we can do our best. And hopefully they don't reach into the mountains, because if they do, that's unfortunately territory we can't go into. But our person that we need to come back, his name is right here. It's Leozin Earthranger.
I'm gonna call him Leo.
We'll call him Leo. He's a monk. So hopefully the group that we sent out to rescue him, he will come back. Okay. But there is much to discuss in the way of, and Zongas was like, oh, we'll stop there. I think the main thing is to discuss is Iris's group. Because you guys haven't had your stuff for quite some time. Correct? You don't have any gear or anything?
Correct.
And as of right now, you guys have the most information and combat experience with this organization.
That would be correct.
Zongas will pull up a big bag and just dump all you guys' stuff out on the table. And puts it down.
Fuck everything. How did you get that?
You don't. Don't ask.
We went through a portal.
Yes. Wait, what?
Yeah, that's how we escaped with Eugene. We went through a portal.
That's why I couldn't find you guys for a while.
Yeah.
Well, here's your stuff.
Okay, cool.
And he'll go down and be like, but I'm going to keep Horror's staff.
No, why?
It's a good whacking stick.
I can find a different whacking stick for you.
But it's, okay. Well, here.
Okay.
He'll begrudgingly push it forward. But as he pushes it forward, he has a smile on it. Oh no, I'm losing a stick. There you go. Well, whenever your group is fully well and rested, and not Eugene, Zongas will pull out, right? Ha! I was Zongas all along.
Surprise! It's the pocket dimension! One of my 20 pocket dimensions in my hat.
Not Eugene, god damn it. Zongas.
Who's drunk? Me or him?
Apparently me. Zongas will pull out a small pouch and toss it to you. And he will say, that has some Irenes, in case you guys need it to for more people to join your party or not. You would just have to tune it to your frequency.
Okay.
For that, he'll hand you a little notebook, and will say, this is magical. What you can do with it is write any of us here a letter and send it to us with your Irene. I'm calling it Zongas Delivering Service. or the ZDS. Yeah, the ZDS. That sounds great. That doesn't sound like an umbrella corporation.
It doesn't sound like someplace I clock in for work.
Nah, not one bit.
Ah,
Um, God, what did I name the ogre? The orc again?
Grogdor.
Grogdor. And I'm like, I don't mean to interrupt you, Sir Zongas, but I do believe you, Iris, has a halfling named May I with you.
Correct.
We do believe he is not well. We do believe there is something wrong with him. Our first priority is to cure him. Can you take us to him?
I can attempt to get you to him. I know that, he and I both have our eye rings, and hopefully he still has his on him. So, within a certain range, I can contact him.
Perfect. Well, we won't do it tonight. We'll do it in the morning.
Okay.
We'll just be at one of the buildings. We'll meet you at the inn in the morning, and we can discuss there.
Okay.
Other than that, that's all we need from you, Iris. Night Hill will tell you exactly where your party is located, and he will excuse you from the table. As in, unfortunately, since you don't have a town or anything of that nature, this part of the meeting, unfortunately, will not involve you or your group. But we thank you for your participation, and don't worry about lodging and food. We'll take care of that as well.
Okay.
But it was lovely meeting you. They all will stand up and bow, and Zongas will just tip his hat. And he'll just make your way on over.